Uncontested vs. contested divorce in New York? What's the difference? When facing divorce in New York, the path you take depends on one crucial factor: whether you and your spouse can agree on all terms. An uncontested divorce means both spouses agree on every issue, including property division, spousal support, child custody, and parenting time. A contested divorce means the spouses disagree on at least one issue and need a court to resolve their disputes. The difference between these two paths can mean tens of thousands of dollars and years of additional litigation in Manhattan cases involving complex finances or custody disputes. Understanding the distinction helps you prepare for the costs, timeline, and stress level you may face during your divorce proceedings. In an uncontested divorce, couples submit a written settlement agreement covering all major issues before asking the court to finalize their divorce. This process involves minimal court appearances and typically moves relatively quickly through the New York court system. A contested divorce triggers a full litigation process, including discovery, court conferences, motions, and potentially a trial before a judge. The cost difference is substantial, with uncontested divorces ranging from $1,500 to $5,000 compared to contested cases costing $15,000 to over $100,000. Timeline differences are equally dramatic, with uncontested cases resolving in 3 to 6 months while contested divorces can stretch from 1 to 3 years or longer. New York law requires couples to resolve several core issues before any divorce can be finalized, regardless of whether the case is contested or uncontested. Property division follows New York's equitable distribution law, which divides marital assets fairly, though not necessarily equally, between the spouses. Spousal maintenance calculations use a statutory formula based on each spouse's income, with courts able to deviate based on specific circumstances. Child custody disputes are the most common driver of contested divorce cases, as New York courts must determine both legal and physical custody arrangements. Child support follows the Child Support Standards Act, which applies specific percentages to combined parental income up to the statutory cap. Disagreement on any single issue converts an otherwise uncontested case into a contested matter requiring court intervention. For uncontested divorces, the process begins with meeting New York's residency requirements under the domestic relations law. At least one spouse must have lived in New York for specific time periods depending on where the marriage occurred and where grounds for divorce arose. The settlement agreement must address every issue comprehensively, and both spouses must sign and notarize the document before filing. Filing requires paying court fees, including the mandatory index number fee and other administrative costs totaling at least $335. Even in uncontested cases, working with a lawyer helps ensure accurate documentation and proper filing procedures to avoid costly delays. Manhattan divorce attorney Richard Roman Shum handles both uncontested and contested divorces, representing clients throughout Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. Contact the law office of Richard Roman Shum, Esquire, at 646-259-3416, located at 20 Clinton Street, FRNT 5D, New York, New York 10002, to schedule your consultation today.